Bold and beautiful are the shores of California, westward goal of your coast-to-coast voyage. Here the broad Pacific purls and pulses on the sunny frontier of America, a region that harbors between its outward barrier of rock and strand and its far-flung Blue Mountain ranges the vast natural resources, the fruitful acres, and the million homes of a young and mighty commonwealth. As your voyage from New York by way of Panama nears its end, your first port of call in California is San Diego, southwestern gateway of the United States, where, in local phrase, California began, for here was the first white settlement on our Pacific coast. 100 miles farther north, and Los Angeles receives you at its modern harbor, the water port of the amazing metropolis of the West. Los Angeles, once a tiny Spanish village, now numbers more than 1.25 million inhabitants. Its area is great. Its public buildings, including the white marble towered City Hall, are many and substantial. Its streets are metropolitan and teem with traffic. And the verdure of its older squares suggests some lotus land of the tropics. And Hollywood. It is part of Los Angeles, you know. Here a colonial mansion may be a studio, guarding a mimic world with foreign-looking streets. Fox Films for this. Or sets like this on the RCA lot, where war is being imitated. In the hills, the homes of featured players tell of the wealth that comes from the pictures. After Los Angeles, north again to the Golden Gate. It is hard to see as you approach it, and into one of the world's largest harbors for your voyage end at San Francisco. An outpost toward the Orient and the South Seas, terminus of 100 steamship lines and 3 transcontinental railways, the San Francisco of today is a great commercial city. Yet it clings to the memories of the old adventurous annals of the gold seekers whose haven it was. And of the bonanza kings of later mining days who built their dream palaces on its hills, now covered with structures of steel and concrete. Linking California's cities and towns and traversing the state from end to end, near the sea, through wide valleys, over mountain grades, are hundreds of miles of modern highways, an unsurpassed system of motor roads. Most famous is El Camino Real, now U.S. route number 101, the royal road connecting the missions that were placed one day's march apart. Now you may motor to a dozen of the missions in a day. Some are in ruins, but others still are religious houses. Here prayed and labored the devoted fathers who planted the rich culture of old Spain in a wild new land. With what an abundant flowering we may see all around us in modern California. The missions are treasured by all classes as eloquent monuments to the historic past. So also are the adobe homes of the landed gentry, houses built from the soil itself. This is at San Juan Bautista, soon to be restored by the state, was the home of General Jose Castro, a military commander under the old regime. The Avila House at Los Angeles, American headquarters in the Mexican War, is now a museum. In most of the adobe houses, all rooms opened on the rear porches and patio, where, screened from public gaze, domestic life went serenely on. This is at the Estudillo House, San Diego, known by an engaging fiction as Ramona's Marriage Place. With such a background, it is but natural that Californians should foster an affinity with things Spanish. They make frequent neighborly visits to nearby Old Mexico for Spanish entertainment at the gay resort of Agua Caliente. But Californians find broad touches of foreign color at home. Los Angeles has a section devoted to Mexican arts and crafts. Olvera Street, a popular promenade for residents and tourists. And the odor of its sidewalk kitchens, well. San Francisco has the largest Chinese colony outside of Asia, where Oriental life adapts itself to an American setting. Young China may step out in the modern way, but not the elders. Here we meet a Chinese lady of the old school. In Golden Gate Park, San Francisco, is a garden preserving perfectly under western skies the elusive charm of Japanese artistry. Little maids out of Mikado land come here at times in native costume to lend living interest to this charming scene from the Far East. Go into the country and you find beauty everywhere. In blossom time, beginning in February, the valleys are a fairy-like world. For lo, the winter has passed. The rain is over and gone. The flowers appear upon the earth. The time of the singing of birds is come. Less soft, but no less appealing, is the broader canvas of California's great natural beauties. The hills, rock-ribbed and ancient as the sun. The vales lying in pensive quietness between. In the sequoia groves, high among the Sierras, are the world's oldest living things, giant trees that here spread their dark branches to the sun 1,000 years before Christ walked among men. Most impressive of all the scenic treasures of California is that great mile-deep fissure in the mountains, worn in solid granite by running waters, the Yosemite Valley. The national government cares for the reservation and welcomes the tourist. Turn now to riches of the soil. Since 1848, gold worth $1,900 million has come out of California's mines. The state's yield is now about 12 millions a year, and prospectors still seek their fortunes beside its mountain streams. Vastly richer is the liquid black gold that flows from California's oil wells, yielding $400 million a year. And there are the living gold mines, the orange and lemon groves of the state, whose fruit is worth $90 million a year. Natural conditions favor the grower, who may stand in winter in the warm sunshine of his sheltered valley and see upon the mountains the snow that ensures his next season's water supply. Many people envy the orange grower, and who would not? Yet he has no monopoly on sunshine and outdoor life. Californians, whatever their work, are outdoor people. Horses play a large part in their recreation. Polo flourishes, and by no means is considered exclusively a sport for the rich. Golfers find no happier land. Believe it or not, these are winter scenes. Some of the country's best championship courses are here. California goes in for tennis in a big way, with public courts in every city and town, and she gives champions to the world. Yachting in smooth waters and with steady breezes is a year-round pastime. In the long summers, the sea beaches attract thousands. While in winter, the wide, luminous deserts of Southern California, with their soft skies and tonic air and their luxurious tourist resorts, draw visitors from far and near. The mountains are a great playground of the people, with hundreds of free family campsites, and streams and pools for fishermen, where the largest trout doesn't always get away. And there are miles of trails to lure adventurous riders. So speed the hours until daylight wanes. Now fades the glimmering landscape on the sight. and the moon's soft radiance lights the way to the evening camp, where song and story end the perfect day. Thus, life goes forward in its many phases in this fascinating land of the West that gives so much for the seeking through all the cycle of its golden year, this California.